Special thanks to Patreon supporter Brick Bros 2016 for making this video possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, ScareTube here bringing you another Minecraft Cold War aircraft tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the SEPECAT Jaguar. The SEPECAT Jaguar is a British-French jet attack aircraft originally used by the British Royal Air Force and the French Air Force in the close air support and nuclear strike role. It is still in service in significantly upgraded form within the Indian Air Force. Originally conceived in the 1960s as a jet trainer with a light ground attack capability, the requirement of the aircraft soon changed to include supersonic performance, reconnaissance, and also a tactical nuclear strike role. A carrier-based variant was also planned for French service, but this was cancelled in favor of the cheaper Dassault Super Intendard. The airframes were manufactured by SEPECAT and a joint venture between Rigout and the British Aircraft Corporation, one of the first major joint Anglo-French military aircraft programs. The Jaguar was exported to India, Oman, and Ecuador and Nigeria with various air forces. The Jaguar was used in numerous conflicts and military operations in Mauritania, I think, Chad, Iraq, Bosnia, and Pakistan, as well as providing a ready nuclear delivery platform for Britain, France, and India throughout the later half of the Cold War and beyond. In the Gulf War, the Jaguar was praised for its reliability, and it was a valuable coalition resource. The aircraft served with the French Air Force as the main strike/attack aircraft until the 1st of July in 2005, and with the Royal Air Force until the end of April 2007. It was replaced by the Paneva Tornado and the Eurofighter Typhoon in the RAF, and the Assault Rafale within the French Air Force. So overall, a really awesome aircraft. I had a lot of fun building this, and honestly, this is probably one of my favorite jet fighters I've done, just because it looks so awesome and the detail for it, and it's just all around a really awesome looking aircraft. So the version we have in front of us is the Royal Air Force design. It's practically the same thing. You take this jet and pretty much apply it to any royal country you want to, for the French and all that stuff, but this one is kind of based off the Cold War kind of camo scheme that, you know, the British were running with, that kind of gray and green color scheme, which I absolutely love. But yeah, and it's also got the RAF markings and all that stuff. So it's pretty much designed to be a RAF version. However, you can obviously, as I mentioned, use it for France and some other countries by looking up different camouflage patterns and stuff they would use. Anyways, this is a Patreon requested vehicle, so I want to go ahead and give a special thanks to Patreon supporter Brick Bros 2016 for making this tutorial possible. And if you are interested in supporting the channel more than you guys already do and earning a vehicle your choice every month, feel free to check out my Patreon page. Link is down in the description. You can pledge a small amount to the channel and donate a small amount that goes toward me and my future projects and stuff like that. So feel free to check that out if you are interested, but other than that, let's go ahead and take a look at the aircraft. So as I mentioned, this is probably one of my most favorite jet aircraft I've done. I just love everything about this aircraft. I just absolutely love. It's got the nose up here. Going back, we have obviously the cockpit. This is the single seat version. There are trainer jet versions that have the two seaters, but this is just the single seat kind of standard version of the Jaguar. Continuing on, you got the little RAF symbol on the side here, or what I tried to do with the blue outer circle and the red inner circle, little Randall type design there. We got the intakes here on both sides. These are obviously for the jet engines. As we work our way back, we got the top up here, and it flows back. We got our engines that stick out on the bottom here. I always love the design of the engines, having them stick out like that on the bottom. Really cool design. Some stabilizers down here. We got the rear horizontal stabilizers, the vertical stabilizer back here, and also the wings. One thing that's really cool about this aircraft that really makes it unique from any other aircraft I've seen is it actually has hardpoints equipped to the tops of the wings, or the capability of having these hardpoints. Now, not every Jaguar you see out there has these little pylons on the top here, but I think it's an awesome little design, and gives you more, I guess, ammunition space, really. You can have some bombs down here, missiles up on top. Gives you a little bit more points to strap on missiles and stuff, so really cool overall. And you can see the loadout we have here has some bombs equipped down here. These are big. I think they're like 450-pound bombs. We also have I couldn't really tell exactly what it was from pictures. It looked like it was maybe like a guidance system or something mounted on the wings. I really don't know what it was. but it was something that was always equipped with the bomb payload, so I imagine maybe it has something to do with guidance or something like that. And of course we have some probably air-to-air missiles up on top here for the anti-aircraft capabilities as well. Anyways, it's overall a really cool jet, came out awesome. Of course, we have a landed version of the aircraft as well, which we'll be covering at the end of the tutorial and all that fun stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much going to sum up the aircraft in general. And let's go ahead and get into the tutorial by beginning with our first set of layers. Alrighty guys, so going ahead and moving into our first layer, we're going ahead and starting off with layer 3 of the build. Now the reason why we're doing this is just because it's a little bit more, I guess, structurally nice to start from. It will allow us to move on to layers 1 and 2 a little bit easier, and gives us a better understanding of how big the aircraft is and for positioning and all that fun stuff. Now, if you're completely new to my tutorials that I do for aircraft, the way I like to structure these tutorials is I do half on camera, half off. What this means is I'll be doing one half of the aircraft on camera and leaving the other half for you guys to copy over to the air side. Since this aircraft is completely symmetrical on both sides, whatever we do on the one side, you're going to copy over to the air side. So it's pretty straightforward, pretty self-explanatory, and as we move on for these layers, you'll kind of get an understanding of what we're going for and all that fun stuff. Also, if you are wanting to build this thing in the landed formation, that is perfectly fine. We will be covering how to do that. However, to make sure that you have this thing positioned correctly, you're going to want to make sure that you build it a certain height off the ground. Now, for our layer here, we're going to be going ahead and placing down a line of iron trapdoors that are going to be at the top portion of the blocks here. And as you'll notice that we basically have a 2-block space, you know, this iron trapdoor, not really kind of the space it takes up, but basically 2 blocks of space going down from this iron trapdoor till we have the ground level here. Now, you want to make sure that you build the aircraft like this currently, because we're going to build it as if it was flying really close to the ground, and then we're going to add the landing gear on a little bit later to make it landed. So again, very simple to do. You can just place down an iron trapdoor on the top portion of this block, go down 2 blocks of just like some easy colored blocks you can tell. You're just going to go ahead and go 2 blocks down in space to make sure that you have this correct amount of space in between the bottom of the fuselage here and what will be the ground level. Once you have that all squared away, we can go and get started. If you're just building this thing in flight, just note that this is not going to be the very lowest point of the build. We do have 2 more layers underneath this, so if you have any closed structures or anything like that, trees, whatever, in your map, just make sure you have enough clearance for it. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started here. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to place down a long row of 13 iron trapdoors. Now this is going to be going down the very center line of the aircraft, so this is going to be our very mid line that we're going to be using to basically build out to the sides from. Now, one thing also, as I've mentioned a couple times already, we want to make sure that these iron trapdoors are on the top portion of the block, and you do not want the iron trapdoors down here on this level. You want to make sure they're on the top portion like that, and then you have a row of, I believe that was 13 iron trapdoors. Again, we can just go ahead and double check. Again, 13 iron trapdoors back. We then want to place down a row of 5 of cobblestone walls, and this is if you want to have that external fuel tank there on the bottom. If you do not want it, you can just go and place down a row of 5 of stone brick top slabs. Anyways, after these cobblestone walls, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stone brick top slabs back, followed by 2 iron trapdoors. Once that's done, make sure again these iron trapdoors are on the top portion of the slab. Once that's done, we're going to go back up to the kind of more toward the mid section, I guess you can say. We're going to go ahead and go to the second to last iron trapdoor in this long row, so obviously the front of the aircraft being that way, the back being there. We're going to go ahead and go back from this iron trapdoor, 1 and 2 more iron trapdoors, so you have a row of 3 here, basically in the last iron trapdoors in line with this cobblestone wall. We're then going to take some stone brick top slabs, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're going to do 7 stone brick top slabs back, followed by a polished andesite block, and then we want to place down a stone brick upside down stair that's going to come off of this polished andesite block like so. Coming off the stone brick upside down stair, we're going to place down 1, 2 stone brick top slabs back, and then a nether brick top slab on the end there. Once that's all done, we're going to go ahead and go to this first stone brick top slab here on the mid section right here. Going from the front, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 iron trapdoors back toward the rear. Once that's done, we're going to skip a space, and we want to go ahead and place down a stone brick upside down stair that's going to come off of this stone brick slab here. So it's just going to be a stone brick stair that's going to be facing this direction, like so. Once that's done, we're going to go back from behind the stair. We're going to place down an air stone brick upside down stair. So we turn this to a corner stair. We have a regular upside down stair. After that upside down stair, we're going to place down an additional 2 more. So 1 and 2 normal stairs back like that. And then lastly on the back here, we're just going to place down a corner stair that's going to be coming off of this stair right here. So you have 2 corner stairs on either end, and then you have 3 regular stone brick stairs down the middle there. And looking at it from above, you should get something that looks like this. You're going to take this same design, flip it over to the air side, and you'll see that you'll have the both sides transferred over, and a nice symmetrical looking design so far for layer number 3. As I mentioned, layer 3 is a nice kind of place for us to get established and kind of get an idea of the fuselage size and how we're going to be basically a good platform to kind of go and build future layers from. So from this point here, we're going to go and build downwards, go to layers 1 and 2, make sure we get those cleared away, get that drop tank and all that fun stuff on the bottom there added on, and then we're going to go ahead and move up and continue on. So with that, make sure that this side's copied over, the left side's copied over, and with that, we can go and move on to our next set of layers, layers 1 and 2. Alright guys, moving on to our next set of layers, we have layers 1 for 2. So for these layers, we're just going to go ahead and go to the bottom here and put on our drop tank. So if you guys are including the drop tank on the bottom here, this is where we're going to start off by doing. So to begin with, we're going to go and take our green stained clay, place down a row of 5 green stained clay coming down from those cobblestone walls in the middle of the fuselage here. We're going to place down 1 more green stained clay block that sticks out toward the back, and 1 that sticks out toward the front there like this, so you have a total of 7 blocks across here. Coming off the back, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab like this. We then want to go and place down a wooden trapdoor that's going to go underneath this green stained clay block, and then 1 more that goes forward. We then want to take our dark oak wood slabs. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 dark oak wood slabs going forward. Up here toward the front, we're going to place down a dark oak wood stair, dark oak wood slab coming off that dark oak wood stair, and on the bottom of the dark oak wood stair, we're going to place down a wooden trapdoor. Once that's all done there, we're going to go ahead and take our dark oak wood slabs. We're going to place down a row of 2, so off these 2 green stained clay blocks toward the rear here, and then a wooden trapdoor coming off this dark oak wood, dark oak wood slab. And we actually want to make sure the wooden trapdoor is down, so it's kind of like on the bottom of this block that kind of goes down at an angle here for like these little like fins or something like that for, I imagine, aerodynamics or something like that. And over here we're going to do the same thing, so just like this, like that on both sides there, and you should get something that looks like this so far. We then want to take some mossy cobblestone walls, and we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mossy cobblestone walls going forward from this dark oak wood slab, and the same thing over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 mossy cobblestone walls, or sorry, my bad, it's only going to be 4 mossy cobblestone walls going forward, so you should have a green stained clay block that sticks out toward on the very end there. And once that's done, we can go ahead and also grab ourselves some zombie heads. We can place down a zombie head on both sides of this green stained clay block here, and then both sides also of this dark oak wood stair. And once that's done, you kind of have your drop tank here on the bottom, and we could go ahead and move back to this section here. Now back here in this section, we're going to go ahead and need to make sure we get some levers and some stone brick slabs. For this, we're going to go ahead and go down and at an angle outward from these stone brick stairs here, and not the corner stairs, just the regular stone brick stairs right here. So just like this out to the side. We're going to go and take levers, put them down on the stone brick slabs. Note that these stone brick slabs are actually top slabs, so just make sure in case you didn't figure that out already. And then you're going to have the levers on top flicked in toward these stairs like so. And we're going to do the same thing over here on this side. 1, 2, 3. Levers on top of these slabs and flicked in to connect up to the backs of the stairs. Once that's all finished there, that is going to complete layers 1 through 0. As I mentioned, pretty simple, straightforward stuff. Layers 1 through 2. Pretty straightforward stuff, pretty easy, and it would have been a lot easier just to connect those on like we did onto layer 3 than rather do them all up and have to connect everything up around it. So anyways, that's it for layers 1 through 2. Let's move on to layer number 4. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 4. Layer 4, we're going to start to see a lot of the fuselage start to come into play, as well as starting to get into some of the bombs and hard points and stuff like that we're going to have mounted onto the wings. To begin with, we're going to go and take our polished andesite blocks, and we're going to go and place down a polished andesite block on top of this iron trapdoor on the very front of the aircraft like so. From off this polished andesite block, we're going to place down a stone brick stair going toward the front, followed by 3 end rods sticking out past it like that for the very front nose of the aircraft, so you should have something that kind of looks like that. Polished andesite block, stone brick upside down stair, and 3 end rods going forward. Now going back from this polished andesite block, we're going to go ahead and place down a long row of what is going to be 24 polished andesite blocks back down the center line. Just to go ahead and confirm that from the stone brick stair back, we're going to have a total of 25 polished andesite blocks, just like this, going all the way back. And your row should end in line with these stone brick blocks right here, so it should end on top of this iron trap door right here. And then we're just going to place down a nether brick block on the end of that row of 25, and it should be in line with this nether brick slab from the previous layer. Also coming off of this nether brick full block here, we're going to place down a stone slab, top slab. Once that's all complete there, we're going to go back up to the front and work our way back. So here's a little bit of a look at the center line overall. Once that's done, we're going to grab cobblestone walls. We're going to place down 1 and 2 cobblestone walls, come off these first 2 polished andesite blocks back from the stone brick stair. We're going to place down a skeleton skull on both sides of the stone brick stair, followed by going back to this cobblestone wall and placing down 2 polished andesite blocks back. We then want to place down a light gray shulker box, like this, coming off this polished andesite block, and make sure that the top of the shulker box is sticking out to the side, like so. Alright guys, so going ahead and go back from this light gray shulker box, we're going to go and take polished andesite blocks, place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 polished andesite blocks back. Let's just go and double check our count here to make sure we're correct, and it is 18 polished andesite blocks back. Once that's done, we're going to place down a glowstone block, followed by an orange stained glass block. We then want to place down a nether brick slab, like this, back, followed by a stone slab, like this, toward the rear here. Once that's all done, we're going to go ahead and go back up toward the front here. From this shulker box, we have this row of polished andesite. We're going to go and go to the 3rd and 4th polished andesite blocks back. We're going to go and place down 2 dark oak wood, or sorry, not dark oak wood, 2 wither skeleton skulls like this. And then we're going to follow it up by placing down 1, 2, and 3 stone brick slabs. We're going to go and switch back to cobblestone walls, place down 1 and 2 cobblestone walls. We're going to go back to polished andesite blocks, place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 polished andesite blocks like this along the side here. We then want to take our stone brick stairs. We're going to place down a stone brick upside down stair like this, followed by 1, 2, and 3 stone brick upside down stairs that come off of that stair. So we have an upside down corner stair, and then 3 normal stairs that go back, followed by a brick upside down stair like that. Come off the brick upside down stair, we're going to place down a stone brick upside down stair like this on the side. We then want to place down a nether brick upside down stair coming off this nether brick slab, and then we just want to place down a stone top slab like that coming off that nether brick stair like this, so you have something that looks like this for your jet engines here once you have this side copied over to the air side. With that all complete, we then want to go ahead and take our iron trapdoors. We're going to place down an iron trapdoor coming off this cobblestone wall, and then we also want to place it down one going toward the front there. Moving into our bombs here, these are going to be real simple to go ahead and add on. So for this, I'm going to go ahead and grab ourselves just a placeholder block so we can count out to the side here. But we want to go ahead and go to this polished andesite block that kind of sticks out. So we have the stone brick slabs, cobblestone walls, and the first one right here that kind of sticks out like this. We're going to place down a orange wool block, or just a placeholder block, followed by a second one. We're going to go 2 spaces out to the side. We want to go ahead and then place down a green stained clay block, followed by a zombie head coming off that green stained clay block toward the front there. Once that's done here, we can go and delete these placeholder blocks like so. We're going to place down an air green stained clay block that goes back like this, followed by a mossy cobblestone wall. And coming off the mossy cobblestone wall, we want to go ahead and grab ourselves a nether brick fence gate and place down a nether brick fence gate that's going to be coming off this mossy cobblestone wall like so. We also want to take stone buttons, and we're going to take stone buttons and wrap them around the side of this first green stained clay block here, and also on the bottom. Once that's done, we're going to basically skip a space here, place down an air green stained clay block with a zombie head coming oak of it toward this dark oak wood fence gate, and we're going to do the same thing again for the bomb here. So we're going to have 2 green stained clay blocks here, mossy cobblestone wall that goes back, dark oak wood fence gate that goes down like this, and we're going to take stone buttons and put them on the side and bottom of this green stained clay block, kind of wrapping around like that. So basically you get something that looks like that for these bombs here on the side. With that all finished, we're going to go ahead and take our placeholder blocks again. We're going to count 1 and 2 blocks out to the side from this mossy cobblestone wall for the first bomb. We're going to go ahead and then place down a dark oak wood top slab. Once that's done, we can delete these placeholder blocks, and we can count back from this dark oak wood top slab 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks back. So you have a total of 6 dark oak wood top slabs. Once that's done, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull on both ends, like that, and then we want to take our signs and place down signs here along the sides of these dark oak wood top slabs, all the way down the side here, like so. So just like that, and same thing over here, just like this. And of course, these will all be connected up in the next layer to pylons, which will connect up to the wings as we kind of progress through the layers. So just kind of getting our general bomb set up and an idea of where they're positioned. Anyways, that right there is going to do it for layer number 4. Here's a look at what it will look like from up above here. And just make sure you take what we did over here on the right side, flip it over to the left side of the fuselage, and you'll be good to go. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to our next layer, layer 5. Alright guys, so real quick before we move on to layer 5, quick things real quick. In case you didn't already notice, we are going to be building this aircraft first just completely in a solid gray basically paint scheme, and then we'll be going back and adding the camouflage on later. So basically, if you want to build this with a different type of camouflage, you can easily just use the base canvas to modify your camouflage off of. And for those that want to do the British version that we have here in front of us, then that's what we're going to be doing the camouflage for. So just wanted to mention that real quick in case some of you guys were wondering about the camouflage. Also, we have one thing from the previous layer 4, that I forgot to add on. It's really simple. It's just basically putting a tripwire hook here on this polished andesite block after this light gray stroke block. So really simple on the side there, and that's going to go on both sides just like that. And anyways, with that complete, we can go ahead and now move into our layer 5. Now to begin with, for this layer, we're going to start off by going to the front. We're going to place down a light gray carpet on top of this stone brick upside down stair. Going back from this light gray carpet, we're going to place down 2 stone brick slabs back, followed by 3 polished andesite blocks. We then want to go ahead and continue to go back. We can leave our space leave ourselves a space of 5 for the cockpit. So you can do a cockpit design and all that stuff in here if you guys want to, and all that. If you want to just fill it in, you can fill it in, but we're going to leave a space of 5 here in case you want to do that. Anyways, after that space of 5 here, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 polished andesite blocks back. We can go ahead and just count real quick and confirm we have 15 polished andesite blocks back. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and place down 2, or my bad, we're just going to place down 1 stone slab, nether brick full block in the middle here, followed by a stone slab full block, a polished andesite block, stone brick upside down stair, and stone brick top slab going out toward the back here. With that done, we're going to go ahead and go back up to the front and work our way out to the side. We want to go ahead and go to this first cobblestone wall, or the second one right here. We're going to place down a skeleton skull at a slight kind of 30-degree angle like so. We then want to place down a normal skeleton head facing that direction like that. We're going to follow that up and place down a stone brick stair like this, followed by a stone brick stair after it, so we turn it into a corner stair. We're going to place down a birchwood corner stair like this, coming off this stone brick stair. Coming off the corner stair, we're going to place down a polished andesite block, followed by a blue wool block, and on the side of this blue wool block, you're going to want to place down a item frame like this for the kind of a little randall that the Royal Air Force has. Going back from this blue wool block, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 polished andesite blocks back. We're going to go and place down a glowstone block on top of this one right here, followed by an orange stained glass block on top of the one for the previous layer. We then want to place down a nether brick top slab like this, coming off the orange stained glass block, followed by a stone slab top slab as well. Again, going back up to the front here, we're going to start working our way out to the side, and we want to go and start off by going ahead and going to these polished andesite blocks right here. So the third and fourth polished andesite block back from this blue wool block. We're going to place down 2 iron trapdoors like this on the side here. We're going to follow up by placing down a stone brick stair like this, and then a stone brick corner stair. So this stone brick corner stair is on top of this iron trapdoor, and then we have a regular stair coming off of it that's in line with this iron trapdoor like that. So here's what it looks like from up above. Once we have that done there, we're going to go ahead and go back from this iron trapdoor here. We're going to place down a black wool block, followed by a long row of polished andesite that's going to go back. So for the black wool block, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 polished andesite blocks back. We then want to place down a nether brick stair on both ends with the back to the nether brick top slab, and then just a stone slab on top of this top slab here on the sides. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and go back up to this stone brick corner stair. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 cobblestone walls that go back from it, and that right there is going to do it there for kind of like your main centerline fuselage. With that all complete, we can go ahead and go back to the tail and get the very tips of our horizontal stabilizer established. So we're going to go ahead and go from this stone brick top slab here on the end. We're going to place down a placeholder block that goes back, and we want to go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, and 4 blocks of space out to the side. So from this block right here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 out to the side. We're going to then place down a stone brick top slab like this, followed by 1 back, 1 out to the side, and then come off these 2 stone brick top slabs. We're going to place down 2 stone slab top slabs. And again, in between these basically blocks on both sides here, we should have a total of 9 blocks of space in between them, and a center space at 5 blocks. So we can go and then delete these placeholder blocks, and you should get something that looks like this from up above. Alright guys, so going ahead and continuing on, the last thing we need to do for this layer is just get the hard points established, or the pylons for the bombs and stuff like that to connect up to. So to begin with, we're going to go ahead and start off with our bombs here. We're going to place down a stone brick stair on top of this mossy cobblestone wall right here. Going back from the stair, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 cobblestone walls back. And on the sides here of these 3 cobblestone walls, we're going to place down some wooden signs. And same thing over here, just like that. Now with that all done, we then want to take iron trapdoors, and going off the cobblestone walls, we're going to place down 1 and 2 iron trapdoors back, and coming off this stone brick stair, going forward, we're going to place down 2 iron trapdoors as well going forward. And that's going to do it there for our first inner pylon. Next one out to the side here, we want to go ahead and start off by going ahead and placing down a redstone comparator on top of this dark oak wood top side. This is the second one back. We then want to place down a stone brick stair, followed by 2 cobblestone walls going back from the stone brick stair, and then a redstone comparator on the end here, just like we did up there in the front. And you should get something that looks like this. And we also want to go ahead and, of course, take signs and place them down on the sides of these cobblestone walls. So the same thing like we did kind of like for this one, and we're going to do the same thing over here, which I kind of forgot to do. So let me go and do that real quick. And once you have that done on both sides there, you have layer 5 all complete. And with that, we can move on to our next layer, layer number 6. Alright guys, so real quick before we go ahead and move into layer 6, we will need to set up a couple banners for us to use for the aircraft. So for these banners, we're going to go ahead and just plop down a crafting table and go into it. We're going to take a light gray banner, place it down to the side here like this. We're going to take black ink sacks, place down 2 rows of 3 here on the side. So we have basically a split light gray and black banner. We're going to go ahead and put this back into our crafting table, take some light gray dye, put it around it to create a border, and we get something that looks like this. We then want to take another gray banner. We're going to go and do the opposite. So we're going to place it down on this side, place down 2 rows of 3 of ink sacks over here on this side, grab our banner again, and then take light gray dye, place all the way around it, and we get something that looks like this. So we should have 2 banners that kind of alternate compared to each other. They kind of face away toward each other or toward each other, however you have them set up. But we want 2 different banners like this, which we will be using on the sides here, like that. So we have those set up. We can now go ahead and move in to layer number 5. And by layer 5, I do mean layer 6. You know, all these layers, they start to blend together after a while. Anyways, to go ahead and get started here, we're going to place down an iron trapdoor on top of this polished andesite block. Going back from the iron trapdoor, we're going to place down a nether brick slab. After that nether brick slab, we're going to place down a row of 5 of light gray stained glass blocks. We then want to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21 polished andesite blocks back. Let me just go and get a double count here to make sure. And yep, it is 21 polished andesite blocks back. Should stick one past the stone brick top slab down here. We then want to place down a stone brick upside down stair, come off this row 21 of polished andesite blocks, followed by a brick top slab on the very end there. With that done, we're going to go ahead and go back up to the front and work our ways out to the sides. We're going to place down a wither skeleton skull here at a slight, like about a 45, no more like a 30-degree angle here to the sides like this of this nether brick slab. After that's done, we're going to grab light gray stained glass panes, place down 1 and 2 light gray stained glass panes along the first 2 light gray stained glass full blocks. We're then going to place down 2 stone brick slabs back, followed by a stone brick stair like this. Going back from the stone brick stair, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 polished andesite blocks back, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone brick upside down stairs, and then a stone brick top slab. With that all done, we're going to go back up to the front. We have this all done here, so we're going to go and look at our vents. For our vents, or our intakes here, we're going to place down a stone brick upside down stair, facing this direction on top of this corner stair, and then come off this upside down stair, we're going to place down another stair. So we turn this stair here into a corner stair, kind of replicating what we did in the previous layer. Now coming off these 2 stone brick stairs here, we're going to place down 2 iron trapdoors on the top portion of the blocks. So you get something that looks like that, kind of there for your vents, your intakes there. And then coming off of the iron trapdoor, we're going to place down a black wool block. Now going back from this black wool block, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 polished andesite blocks back, followed by a stone brick stair. We then want to take our cobblestone walls and place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 cobblestone walls back. With that done, we're going to go ahead and continue working our way out to the side here. We're going to go ahead and go back up to this stone brick corner stair. We're going to place down 2 2 cobblestone walls back from the stone brick upside down stair. We're going to place down a stone brick stair facing this direction. After that cobblestone wall, Going back from the stone brick stair, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 polished andesite blocks back. Coming off this polished andesite block right here, in between these, we're going to place down a stone brick stair facing this direction like so. And after that stone brick stair, we want to go ahead and grab ourselves some stone slabs, place down 1 and 2 stone slabs back, and then an iron trapdoor. Again, going back up to our wings, we're going to go to the stone brick slab here, place down a stone brick slab out to the side. We then want to place down a stone brick stair after that slab, followed by a row of 1 and 2 polished andesite blocks back, and then a stone brick stair coming off this corner stair. Once that's done, we're going to place down an additional 2 stone slab blocks back, and then an iron trapdoor like so. Once that's all finished, we're going to place down a stone brick slab coming off this stone brick stair like that. Going back from that stone brick slab, we're going to place down 1 and 2. Sorry, my bad. 1. We're just going to have that one slab right there. And we then want to place down a stone brick stair like this, followed by a stair coming off it. So this is a corner stair, regular stair. And then after that, stone brick stair here. In between these stairs, we're going to place down a stone brick corner stair. We then want to take our stone brick slabs, we're going to place down a stone brick slab back, followed by a stone slab, and then an iron trapdoor back like that. Continuing on to the sides here, we have the hard point right here we're going to put on. So for this, we're going to go next to this stone brick half slab here. We're going to place down a stone brick upside down stair. Going back from the stone brick upside down stair, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 polished andesite blocks back, followed by a stone brick stair like this, a stone slab block, and an iron trapdoor. Once that's all done there, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick slab coming off of this polished andesite block here. We're going to go ahead and then grab ourselves a prepper slab, place down a prepper slab, followed up by a brick slab. So a brick slab, followed by another prepper slab, and then we want to go ahead and place down a stone slab, and then a iron trapdoor. And again, the section here is kind of meant to represent the little randall we're trying to put on for the Royal Air Force, so that's what we're putting on here. If you're doing another country, obviously you probably want to skip that. Anyways, we're going to then place down a stone brick slab coming off this prepper slab right here, followed by a prepper slab back from stone brick slab, another stone brick slab back, and then a stone slab back, followed by an iron trapdoor. So like this for our wings so far. Going ahead and continuing on, we want to go ahead and place down a stone brick slab coming off this prepper slab, followed by 1 and 2 more back, and then we're going to go ahead and place down a iron trapdoor on the end of it like that. Once that's done, we want to go ahead and go to the second stone brick slab, so the one right here in the middle. We're going to place down 1 out to the side, 1 and 2 more back, followed by an iron trapdoor. And with that done here, we're going to go to the second stone brick slab again, 1 out to the side, 1 back, and then another iron trapdoor like that. And looking at from above, you should get something that looks like this for your wings. You're going to take the same design, obviously flip it over to the other side, and you'll be good to go. We're going to then focus our attention back here to the horizontal stabilizers and get these put into place. So for our horizontal stabilizers, we're going to go ahead and go to these stone brick stairs and top slabs here. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stone brick top slabs coming off of them. Once that's done, we're going to go ahead and drop down a level. So we're going to go ahead and go down like this, place down a stone brick slab, come off the second from front, stone brick top slab here. We're going to go ahead and go 1 and 2 more stone brick slabs back, followed by a stone slab like that. Once that's done, we're going to go to the second stone brick slab here. We're going to place down another slab out to the side, followed by 1 and 2 back. So you have a row of 3 here, and then a stone slab just like that. Once that's done, looking at it from above, you should have something that looks like that for your tail. And here's kind of what it looks like from the back here with the slants going down to the sides. With that all complete, you can really start to see the kind of outline, and or basically just start to see the aircraft itself starting to develop and come together. But overall, that is going to complete layer number 6, and with that, let's move on to layer 7. Real quickly, I almost forgot completely. We made the banners at the beginning of the layer, and I completely almost forgot to use them. So basically, these banners, the way they're structured is over here on this side, we're going to use the gray banner that has the line to the right. So we want to have it look like this on the side here. And for these banners over here on this side, we're going to place down 2 banners here. Again, you can see that they're kind of flipped. So they're, they look the same on both sides. So we have the gray forward here, and same thing over here with the gray forward. We're going to do that on both sides there for these little vents on the side of the intakes, and once you have that all complete, you're now done with layer 6, and with that we can move on to layer 7. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 7. For layer 7 to begin with, we're going to go ahead and place down a narrow brick slab on the second light gray stained glass block from the previous layer here, up on the front. We then want to go ahead and place down a row of 3 of light gray stained glass full blocks going back from this narrow brick slab. Once that's done, we're going to place down 2 polished andesite blocks, a narrow brick stair. After the narrow brick stair, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 stone brick slabs back, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Polished andesite blocks back, stone brick stair, and then coming off the stone brick stair toward the back, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull like that. And that right there is going to do it for the center line of the aircraft. We're going to way out to the side here. We're going to go ahead and go back up to the front. We're going to place down a wither skeleton skull on top of this light gray stained glass pane at a slight angle, how we did kind of before here. Or, my bad, these are actually a little bit more slanted to the side, so they're about a 45-degree angle on both ends, while these are at kind of like slight 30 degrees. So just make sure that they're a little bit different there. Once that's done, we're going to place down a row of 3 of light gray stained glass panes along those 3 light gray stained glass full blocks. Going along the side here, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall back, followed by a stone brick stair. Coming off the stone brick stair, we're going to place down a stone brick corner stair. We then want to place down a row of, or a skeleton skull like this, followed by a skeleton skull at a slight angle like so. We're going to then place down 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6 iron trapdoors back. Once that's done, we're going to place down a stone brick slab, followed by a stone brick stair facing this direction. Coming off this stone brick stair, we're going to place down a stair back like this, so this turns into a corner stair. We have a regular stair. After the regular stair, we're going to place down 2 more stone brick stairs, so 3 regular stairs like so. After that's done, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone brick slabs back, followed by an iron trapdoor. And then we're just going to go ahead and place down a wither skeleton skull here at a 45-degree angle here, right down on both ends. With that all finished there, we're going to go ahead and continue working our way out to the side. We're going to go ahead and go to the intakes here. We're going to place down 1 and 2, 1 and 2, light gray carpet over those blocks there on top of the black wool block. And going back, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 iron trapdoors back, just like that. With that all finished, we're going to go ahead and now focus in on the little hard point we have on the wing here. And we want to go ahead and throw on this missile. So for this, we're going to go ahead and need a nether brick stair, or sorry, my bad, a wither skeleton skull, a quartz stair, a skeleton skull, quartz slabs, a nether brick slab, dark oak wood fence gates, and also some signs. So for this to start off with, we're going to place down a nether brick slab on top of this stone brick upside down stair. Coming off the slab toward the front, we're going to place down a quartz stair like this with a skeleton skull coming off both sides of the stair, so just like that. And then coming off the stair toward the front, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull. Going back from the nether brick slab, we're going to place down 1 and 2 quartz slabs back, followed by a quartz stair on both sides of the quartz stair. We're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate that's opened up toward the stair itself. Coming off the nether brick fence post, we're going to place down a sign like this out to the sides here for the fins, and then a wither skeleton skull coming off the back of that quartz stair, just like that. With that all finished, that's pretty much going to wrap up layer 7, and with that we can go ahead and move on to our next layer, layer 8. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer 8. For layer 8, we're going to go and do it all together, as it is pretty straightforward. We're starting to wrap up our final layers here for the aircraft. So to begin with, we're going to go and take our nether brick slabs. We're going to go ahead and place down a nether brick slab on the the second and third light gray stained glass blocks like that on top here. Going back from this, we're going to place down a iron trapdoor, followed by a redstone repeater with the notches flicked out to the side, and then a light gray carpet on top of this nether brick stair. With that done, we then want to place down a end rod on top of this stone brick corner stair, just like that, over here on the right side and only on the right side. Once that's all finished there, we're going to go ahead and go back to the tail piece here. We want to go ahead and go to our third and fourth polished andesite blocks in this long row here. We're going to place down 2 iron trapdoors on top of those blocks. We're going to go ahead and skip a space of 2, and then place down a stone brick stair, which I need to actually grab one. There we go. We're going to place down a stone brick stair like this. After that stone brick stair, we're going to place down a stone slab full block, followed by a stone button coming off it, which I do not have a stone button either, so let's go ahead and grab one real quick. You're always prepared, that's for sure. So stone button on both sides of this smooth sandstone block. Once that's done, we're going to place down another one and another polished andesite block back. We're then going to place down 2 smooth sandstone blocks back, and then a cobblestone wall here on the end. And once you have that all complete, that is going to pretty much wrap up layer 8. With that, we're going to move on to our final layers here, which are going to basically be layers 9, and 10, 11, and 12, which is basically putting the tail on the top there and all that fun stuff. So with that, let's go ahead and move into our last final layers. Alright guys, so going ahead and move on to our last final layers. We have layers 9 through 12. For these layers here, we're going to start off with placing down a stone brick stair on top of this stone slab full block. On the back of the stair, we're going to place down a snow block, followed by a stone button on both sides. Once that's all done, we're going to place down a row of 2 of stone slab blocks back, followed by a cobblestone wall on the end here. With that all finished, we're going to go ahead and go up from this. We're going to place down a stone brick stair on top of this block of snow here. Going back from the stone brick stair, we're going to place down a row of 2 polished andesite blocks. Or my bad, actually, sorry, 3 polished andesite blocks back. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves an iron trapdoor. And we're going to place down an iron trapdoor coming off of this middle polished andesite block here on both ends on the top portion of the block. Like that. When that's done there, we're going to go ahead and go up another level. We're going to place down a stone brick stair like this up, followed by 2 polished andesite blocks back. On the polished andesite block here, we're going to place down a skeleton skull that goes back, and then one that goes toward the front there. With that all finished, we're going to go and take signs, place them down the sides of the stairs, and also the polished andesite blocks. Same thing over here as well. Once that's all done there, we're going to go and continue moving up. We're going to place down a stone brick stair on top of this polished andesite block, followed by a polished andesite block that goes back from that stone brick stair. Once that's all complete, that's going to kind of wrap up your tail section there, and we do have one last thing to go ahead and add on. Now, we will want to go ahead and grab ourselves a blue banner. We're going to go and need to grab ourselves some rose red dye, and also a crafting table to go ahead and make our last banner on the back here. Now, for the British version, we're going to be going ahead and doing the little marking here, as you can see right there. And it's really straightforward. We're going to go ahead and place down a blue banner to the left side of the crafting table, place down 2 rows of 3 here of red, and we're going to have a nice perfectly split down the middle blue and red banner, which we're going to place down on this smooth sandstone block, and same thing over here on this side as well. And once you have that all complete, that is going to pretty much wrap up the aircraft in flight, just in the standard gray paint scheme. We're going to now move on to putting the camouflage on. So we're going to talk about how to go about doing the camouflage, and then we're going to move down into the landing gear. So with that, let's go ahead and move into putting the camouflage on, discussing that, and go ahead and then move on to the landing gear. Alright guys, so moving into putting the camouflage on the aircraft. Overall, the camouflage is really simple and something that can easily be done by you guys. We're not going to cover the entire aircraft because it's really self-explanatory. It's just basically doing kind of a swirl of camouflage all the way down the fuselage. But we're going to go ahead and kind of get a basic idea of how it works and start off by going to the front here. Now, starting off with the nose here, we're going to go ahead and go to this polished andesite block. We're going to swap this out for some green stained clay. We're going to go up with it, take some dark oak wood stairs, and kind of continue this up in kind of like a pattern like this. And it's going to go up like so, like that. And we can also change out these skeleton skulls for some zombie heads as they are a green color. And we can also change out iron trapdoors for wooden trapdoors as they're more kind of closer to a green color with the brown. With that done, we're going to go ahead and kind of continue this wrap over to the side. So dark oak wood stair right here, and a dark oak wood corner stair. We're going to have this flow down to this section here. As you noted, we just broke a tripwire hook, so let's make sure we place it back like this. We can also go ahead and grab ourselves a green shulker box to swap out the color, kind of keep that color scheme kind of going. So you get something that looks like this. And then we can go ahead and start off from back here, maybe near the intake. We can go ahead and take some dark oak wood slabs and place them down right here. One thing for sure is we do not want to cover the entire bottom in camouflage around really mess with these iron trapdoors. It kind of kept a gray kind of bottom somewhat, but you know, we can only do the best we can here with how this is positioned and all that stuff. But we can go a little bit into the vents here, have these kind of swapped out a little bit for some green as well, and some, you know, wooden trapdoors and all that stuff. And we can swap out these dark oak wood upside down, or these stone brick upside down stairs as well. Just one thing to note is you can also change the color of the banners if you really want to. That's just not really necessary. It's a lot more work, so we're just not going to do that. But you could change them out if you theoretically wanted to. Anyways, we're going to go and take this stripe, kind of continue to work our way up to this section here, across the back here. You can go and place some zombie heads here on this side. The main goal is that we have more stone really showing than green, as that's kind of how the camouflage really realistically was. Also, underneath these blocks right here, we could also place down some green stained clay blocks to fill that spot in. We can place in some wooden trapdoors here, and also take green carpet and replace some of these blocks right here with green carpet. And we can have this kind of flow over, and this is going to kind of flow into the wing here. So we're going to go and replace our zombie head here to keep that that color consistent, and just kind of flow over to the side. I'm just going to kind of flow into this section here. We're going to get some green going on in here. And this will flow into the wing and just kind of, you know, do whatever you guys really want to take it. Of course, you don't have to copy exactly what I'm doing. I'm just kind of doing it randomly, not trying to copy any specific design I've done before for it or anything like that. Best thing to do is to look up pictures online of the aircraft itself to kind of give you guys an idea of how to do a kind of natural, realistic looking camouflage and stuff like that. That's really where you're going to get your best ideas or best designs from. But mainly it's just taking a line, starting it off on one side and kind of wrap it around the fuselage, kind of continuing to kind of go back at an angle here. And you can notice here that I take the blocks, so these stone slab blocks that are kind of representing the flaps, to kind of highlight them a little bit better, adds a little bit more detail to the build. You can see that we have the spruce wood slabs come into play, so it kind of gives them a little bit more highlight, I guess, to, you know, standing out still as being the flaps. And we can have a little bit of a splotch here on the tip of the wing to kind of break up this green a little bit more, or break up that gray a little bit more. So a little bit of a splotch there on the green on the edge of the wing, but nothing too major. And again, on the bottom here, you can also have the green come down. So that's one thing not to forget about, is on the sides here underneath the wings. You can have the green come down, have it kind of flow back here, whatever you want to do. And again, we want to keep the bottom relatively completely gray. So that's going to kind of do it there. You can even have the kind of splotch kind of break off from the standard stripe, and if you feel like there's way too much gray in this area, you can have it kind of come down this way. If you wanted to, we can take some mossy cobblestone walls and maybe swap some out right here on the side here, get that green, and have our mossy cobblestone walls kind of come down like this way. And again, if you want to, you can replace those banners with some green banners with the same kind of design on it, but just kind of replacing this, get some green going on here, and then maybe have it come down this way and kind of flow up this section. So it just adds a little bit more green into this section here. You can even have maybe some green branch off, go this way. However you want to do it, I mean, it's kind of up to you guys. The best thing I can recommend is looking up a picture, but that's just kind of how I relatively idea of how I went ahead and did the camouflage for it. Obviously, whatever you decide to do, you can go ahead and go through it and do the rest of the aircraft yourself and detail it all up. Again, best thing to do is just look up a picture of a camouflaged Jaguar and just go ahead and make it kind of as close as you can to the camouflage. And that's going to pretty much wrap up an idea of how to do the camouflage. I'm going to let you guys go through and wrap the entire rest of the aircraft, and we will now go ahead and move into the landing gear. So if you are interested in having this thing landed, we're going to be covering that next. But then once you guys finish the camouflage and you just want this thing in flight, you're pretty much good to go with this beautiful jet aircraft. But with that, let's go ahead and move into the landed version for all you guys that want to build this thing landed. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into the landing gear. Now this aircraft has some of the most beefiest landing gear I've ever really seen for an aircraft of this size. It's got double rear wheels, and it's just crazy. This aircraft has such big wheels for the size it is, or the amount of wheels too. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to start off with is the front wheel itself. So we want to go ahead and start off by going ahead and go into these iron trap doors. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're going to go to the 6th iron trap door back, break it, and in its place we're going to place down a cobblestone wall. Now we want to go and also break the polished andesite block up here and place down a cobblestone wall in that spot as well. We're going to go and then break the 3 more iron trapdoors back from this cobblestone wall, and we're going to break the polished andesite blocks as well within them. When that's all finished there, we're going to go and go down from this cobblestone wall. We want to go ahead and place down a stone brick stair. So it's going to go down like that with a stone brick stair, and then we're going to place down a stone brick top slab here on the bottom of that stair. Coming off the stair toward the back, we're going to place down a block of coal, and we then want to go ahead and just grab ourselves a stone button and place down a stone button on both sides of this block of coal. Now when that's all done here, we're going to go ahead and also need to break this iron trapdoor forward of the cobblestone wall. So we're going to go and break this, and in its place we're going to need to go ahead and grab ourselves a dark oak wood fence gate, and we can go and get one right here. So we're going to go and place down a dark oak wood fence gate coming off this cobblestone wall, and we're going to have it opened up like so. Going out to the sides here from this dark oak wood fence gate, we're going to place down a nether brick stair like this to both sides. We then want to go ahead and place down a skeleton skull here in the middle, coming off that stair, and we're going to go and then place down a dark oak wood fence gate that's going to be opened up toward that skeleton skull on both sides here. Coming off those 2 fence gates, we're going to place down 2 item frames like this with a glass block in each item frame. And we also want to go ahead and go into our creative menu, grab ourselves a sign, and place down a sign on those dark oak fence gates like this for the front lights there. Once that's finished here, we're going to go ahead and also break this iron trapdoor here and place down a black banner coming off that dark oak fence gate. And when that's all finished there, that's going to do it for your front landing wheel. As I mentioned, pretty beefy looking front landing gear. But with that done, we're going to go ahead and now move on to the rear landing gear. Alright guys, so moving on to the rear landing wheels. Now we're going to go ahead and only do one wheel just because there's no point in doing both wheels, as we can clearly get the design done with just doing one wheel and then having you guys copy it over to the other side like we've been doing. But anyways, to get started here, we're going to go to this section here. So after these cobblestone walls, kind of go ahead and run along the side with these 2 cobblestone walls, and we start to get into this full blocks here. We're going to go ahead and go to the second full block back, break this block, followed by the following 2 more blocks after it. We also want to break these trapdoors corresponding to them and have those all completely gone, so you have this kind of space cut into the fuselage. With that done, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall on both ends here, followed by an end rod like this. Or actually, my bad, this is going to be broken back one more. So we have the stone brick top slabs here, which we want to go ahead and break out as well. So this is going to be broken out, and we're also going to break back these polished andesite blocks. So we have a nice big gap opened up into the aircraft here. On the inside here, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall here on both sides, and an end rod in between them. Coming off the cobblestone wall near the front, so one more to the front, we're going to place down a skeleton skull. And over here on the other one, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a stone slab and place down a stone slab, top slab, sorry, coming off this cobblestone wall. We're going to go ahead and drop down, place down a stone half slab. Coming off the stone half slab here, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick stair that goes down like this. We're going to place down a cobblestone wall down. And on the bottom of this cobblestone wall, we're going to place down a stone brick top slab. Now, on both sides of this top slab, we're going to place down a nether brick upside down stair like this, followed by a nether brick stair on top of it. And we're going to do the same thing on the back here to go ahead and just create the wheels here on both sides. And coming off the cobblestone wall toward the front, we're going to place down a skeleton skull. Last thing for us to do is to go ahead and put a supporting joint in. So for this, we're going to go ahead and go from an angle from this stone brick stair, place down a stone slab, and then we're going to go ahead and go up at an angle and place down a stone top slab on the bottom of this skeleton skull here. And when you have that all done, that's going to kind of do it for your landing gear. You have your support struts and the main strut and all that fun stuff. You're going to take this same design for the wheels and copy it over to the air side. And once you do, we'll take a look and see what we got. And once you will have the wheel copied over to this side, you'll have both rear landing gear set up and complete. And on both sides here, looking nice for the rear landing gear. And with that done, that will complete the landed version of the aircraft and overall complete our tutorial for the SEPECAT Jaguar. Overall, a really awesome aircraft, and as I've been saying for the video, one of my favorite jet aircraft I've done in recent time. So hopefully you guys can all enjoy this jet and put it to good use. Anyways, again, a big special thanks to Patreon supporter Brick Bros 2016 for making this tutorial possible, and I really had fun building this jet. So thank you again for your donation on Patreon, and hopefully you do enjoy the jet, man. Other than that, that's going to do it for this tutorial. If you guys do end up using this design, I do wish that you guys give me proper credit for it. This may be a thing from a silent build to my channel or this video if this does appear on your social media sites. As long as you guys give me credit for the build, you're free to use it for whatever projects you guys are working on. Overall, you know, enjoy the build, have fun with it, and all that fun stuff. Other than that, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett 214, and I'll see you guys next time.